Hey, good morning, everybody. Listen, I want to just address something that I've been hearing a lot from people these days. In fact, somebody emailed me a couple of days ago and said, Renee, you need to help me out because I've got friends that are just angry about this coronavirus thing all the time. They're angry at the government, they're angry at health officials, they're angry at scientists. How do you deal with it when you're at a place of acceptance, but you've got friends that are just angry all the time? That is a great question. And I think a lot of wisdom is found in something that somebody told me. They said, Renee, everybody right now is going through the stages of grief because we have all lost something. Maybe you've lost the ability to have a live graduation ceremony. We've got a son graduating from San Jose State this month, and our son David is not going to be able to have a commencement ceremony, and we're grieving the loss of that. I'm sure he is more than even we are. Or maybe you weren't able to have an in-person wedding or an in-person memorial service for a loved one. Maybe you've lost a job, or maybe you are actually grieving the death of a loved one. We're all going through grief, but remember, there are at least 4 or 5 stages of grief. Most psychologists agree. There is denial. This isn't really happening. It's all a hoax. There is anger. I'm just angry at that. I'm angry at you. I'm angry at them. There is bargaining. Maybe if I just shelter in place really good for 2 weeks, then everything's going to change. There is sadness, just being bummed and wanting to sleep all the time. And then finally, there's acceptance. Now, acceptance doesn't mean that you like it. Acceptance means you're going, you know what? This river's pushing us all downstream right now. I'm going to ride my raft downstream as best as I can. And I'm going to look for the rapids, look for ways to help the other rafters, but I'm not going to try to paddle upstream. I'm flowing downstream on this one. That's what acceptance is all about. Listen, all of us are going through these stages of grief, and you don't go through them just once. You may be at a place of acceptance right now. Tomorrow or next week or next hour, you may be at a place of anger about it, or sadness, or denial, or bargaining. And I think just seeing it that way, that we're all cycling through these stages of griefs, helps us come to a point of empathy. And this is biblical. In Romans chapter 12, the Apostle Paul says, "Rejoice with those who rejoice, and mourn with those who mourn. Live in harmony with one another." In other words, wherever somebody's coming from, have empathy for them instead of putting yourself up as superior to them because you're not in that stage that they are in. Oh, you're still in the anger stage? I've come to a state of acceptance. I'm better than you. Oh, you're still in the sadness stage? I'm in an anger stage. I'm doing something about it. Don't see your stage as superior to the other person's stage. They're just stages of grief we're going through as we process this situation. If we all live in harmony with one another, rejoice with those who rejoice, and mourn with those who mourn, we can go through this with empathy. Hope that's helpful. God bless you guys. You're going to have a good day.